Okay, so today we're going to be making a giant heart-shaped cookie for Valentine's Day. It's a good idea if you don't have a lot of money or you don't have a lot of time to make something special for your significant other. I bought 2 packets of pre-made cookies, rolls, logs, and I cut them in half and just placed it on a greased large baking sheet. Then I got a piece of parchment paper, folded it in half, and then drew on one side half of a heart shape, and then cut it. So I have this, and I cut out a little heart. And I have a rolling pin and some flour, some icing. We're gonna get started. Okay, so you roll out the dough. I flattened it out a little bit. So I'm going to scrape off the cookie dough and just add flour. And it doesn't hurt to put some flour on the top of your dough. It may seem like a lot, but the grease that's already in the cookie mix will eat it all up and you won't be able to taste it. I greased this area of the pan because I didn't do it before, and I have leftover cookie dough that I'm just going to make into separate cookies. So now you just take off the parchment paper and you just with your finger go along the edges and just make sure it looks smooth. So that's it, and you put it in the oven at 375 for 20 minutes. Okay, so I just took the cookie out of the oven and it was a little misshaped, so I cut off a couple of the edges and made the angles a little bit sharper. So now I'm going to decorate it just with this Betty Crocker decorating icing. I'm going to pick the star-shaped one. You should practice before you do this because this is something special you're giving to someone and you want to make it as good as possible. Also, it's going to cook while it's on the tray. And since it's so big, you don't want to take it off of the cooking tray. You want to let it cool on it or else it'll break. So, remember that. Okay. So you just press and you do it slowly so you don't mess up. Now I chose pink for Valentine's Day. I don't use icing that much, so I really didn't want to waste my money getting different colors when you're just really going to eat it and it'll be good. It's all good. So I'm going to change the tip to the plain circle tip, which is easiest for writing. Now beforehand you need to decide whether you want to write in print or cursive. It's much easier to write in cursive, but if your cursive isn't legible, you really shouldn't. Also, you must practice. Practice, practice, practice. And try not to psych yourself up when you're writing. I might mess up here, but it doesn't matter because the person that you're making this for knows that you did it from the bottom of your heart and that you love them. And that's why you made this for them. So it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. So let's do the ending.